Talking Luther College women's soccer with head coach Russ Schoweiler. And coach, you're 6-0 now, off to your best start since 2002. A couple of wins last week. St. Mary's came to town and you got a 4-0 victory last Wednesday night. What made it work for you that night?
I think a lot of it was momentum. And kind of controlling the momentum of the game. Anytime that they started to get some control, we were able to mount a good attack. A bit fortuitous with a penalty, and that kind of sealed some things up. But 2 goals in each half, a good balance showing there. And I think that was the key against St. Mary's last year. We didn't control the momentum. They got momentum and made it a difficult game for us. So that was kind of our game plan going in, and the team executed really well.
And another home win on Saturday against McAllister, 2-1. What was the reasons you got it done on Saturday?
I think another one, the adage in soccer and most sports is getting that first goal or getting the first points on the board, and that was huge for us. And, we did that right away inside about 14 minutes, and then we're able to get another one on top of that. And so now, if you're the other team, you're looking at scoring 3 goals to win a game. And momentum was hard. They got a goal right before half, and so they go into the half with the momentum, and we've got a 1-goal lead, but we did well to shut it down. We kept attacking in the second half, and it was a great challenge, but the team stepped up to it.
And then this week you get to go on the road. Haven't been on a bus in a while, but you back on the road this week. You go up to Wisconsin Lacrosse on Wednesday night. What do you expect out of them?
They've got a new coach, an alum coming back, and so I think that they. Still some similar faces to the players that we saw last year, but new coach, I think, still trying to figure out what they want to do, which makes our scouting and our game planning a little bit difficult, because I think that they can throw a couple different things at us. So it's one of those where we start to just look at what we want to do, and we focus on that, and then we'll kind of make those in-game adjustments and kind of have a good idea, but we'll make those adjustments to what they have. But good coach, good program. It was a hard game against them last year here, so I expect nothing but the same thing this year.
Probably the same thing up at Carlton on Sunday.
Yeah, Belfield is always a tough place to go and get some results, and we've been pretty good up there the last couple of years that we've gone with a draw and a win in overtime, and so those are always close games. And same thing is trying to go up there on a Sunday and put in another good performance on the road.
You guys are sitting at 6-0 right now. You didn't get your 6th win till about mid-October last year. You did a lot of things well and didn't get rewarded with the results. You're getting those rewards here early on. How big is that just from a confidence standpoint?
Well, I think it's massive. I think it's really helped to have an experienced group. We're starting no first years this year. I think that's the first time in my 5 years here, and so there's some continuality. Players know positions. We're not trying too many things. And we're able to just get going, and I think that it's a good way to go. Those first couple games are always going to be hard just because they're tight. We don't really have an identity of what the team looks like. But yeah, it's been a massive boost, but at the same token, the team's been very level-headed. We take it a game at a time. We're still training hard, and we're still focused on it, and we don't really worry about the wins and losses and don't get tunnel vision on that. We look at our next opponent and look at what's coming up down the road.
I know it's nice to get a player of the week, Melise Chassé, doing a lot to enter the scorebook here early on in the season.
Yeah, just some great contributions. Obviously last year led the conference in assists, picking up right where she left off with her unselfish play, but also finding the back of the net early on. I think she probably led the team in crossbars as well and hitting a lot of posts. But yeah, some things are starting to click there. I think teammates, and like I said, we're starting to find a little bit of style of how we want to play, and so she's had a great couple of weeks here at home. Hopefully we can keep it up on the road.
All right, hopefully a couple of victories to talk about next week. We wish you best of luck, Coach.
Sounds good, thank you.
Russ Schoweiler talking Luther College women's soccer.